Hey everybody! Welcome into the Purple Penguin Craft Room. Look what I did today. This is super cute little seed decor. I'm going to show you how I put mine together so that you can put yours together. Let's jump right in and get started.
Right. Starting with this octopus. So this is going to be super easy, super simple. This was from the Dollar Tree. Um, obviously, 2024, I believe, is when they had these guys. But I absolutely love it when they have the metal picks. I never use them for what they're used for, but I mean, I don't know how many of us really do. But we really need to get this guy off of there. They are doing a really good job of like putting these guys on, um, or doing, I should say, they're doing a better job of putting them on. Um, so we're gonna try, see if I can just use my wire cutters. These are a pain in the butt. If you can try and get it off without the success, I got the stick off. There is a portion of it still on there, totally fine. Not that big a deal. Um, we are going to, like I said, this is going to be the simplest little thing. Um, I I don't want to make this complicated. I really don't. This is going to be super easy. See, this guy, he doesn't lay. He's bubbled. His head is bubbled, and so he's not going to lay flat in here. So I'm thinking, we're going to put a Jenga block in here to kind of keep him with that raised and so that his arms don't go all the way down. I kind of like that look where he's kind of 3D, where he's kind of popping out a little bit. Um, this is metal, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to use, I have clear grip. This is Bond. It's the Gorilla Glue. It's kind of like E6000. I'm experimenting with this instead of the E6000 today. I got a whole thing of it. Obviously, I'm going to be using it for a little while, so you'll probably see it in quite a few things. The trick is keeping the tip clean. I've had people use Vaseline and all sorts of things. I don't at this point, but I will at some point probably do that. Probably a good idea. Um, I just gotta right now for just wipe it off and deal with it. So that part is gonna go on. I just used the Jenga block, and that's gonna go on his head. This is actually pretty quick drying for the most part. I mean, it's not super quick, but it is quicker drying. Um, then because this, you know what I should do? Um, I love this plate. I love this. This is a charger, also from the Dollar Tree. I mean, it's blue. It comes already kind of pre-scraped looking. I already kind of like it's totally reminds me of ocean. It's totally an ocean feel thing for me already. Um, we're gonna do more of this glue. I'm gonna let that set up for like about a couple hours. I think we'll be okay. Oh, well, just kind of center him there. And then we will set that off to the side because then we'll bring in our little friends. All these little friends are all from the Dollar Tree. I've got the little seahorses, super cute, right? We have little fish. We have seashells and turtles. So I've got all the little things, all from the Dollar Tree. And what we're going to do is we're going to paint them, and then they're going to go around the border of our friend. So he's not going to be lonely. So now we just need to paint them up. And also get these off, because these are clothespins on these guys. So what I like to do first is take off the bottom one and then attempt to take off the other one. sometimes they break. Oh, like that. So these guys may not be getting these guys off. Okay, well that guy broke already. Sometimes I don't always like using these guys. Let's paint them up. I'm thinking I want the green for these guys. So we're gonna do green. I have this matte finish classic green from Folk Art. My go-to green. I really like this green. And because these are laser cut, obviously from the Dollar Tree, I did not cut them. I don't have a laser machine. But they have this charcoal edge from the laser. I kind of like that sometimes, and I'll just leave that instead of actually painting the sides too. Sometimes I really just kind of like that. These are smaller pieces. I've seen a lot of people, what they do is use the sponges, like the makeup sponges to paint. Um, I have some. I haven't quite, gotten to the point of I like to paint with them yet. Maybe someday I'll get to that point. Maybe someday I'll get up my own laser. That'd be kind of nice too. But, until then, read those. I'm gonna hold this brush because I might want to do a brush of the green on the fish. But I do want to do a really light blue. This is Sky Mist Folk Art. I do typically tend to lean more towards the folk art, but I am not super picky about my paints. If they have the color I want, I'm pretty good with it. The only reason I went with the lighter blue, normally I would go with a more of a blue like this guy is the darker blue. I kind of like that, but because of the charger being blue, um, I like the light blue on the fishies. But I wanted to see about potentially seashells here. I have this warm, what is it? Bisque? Warm bisque. It's a really light, pinky, peachy color. For these guys, I want to go ahead. I like the blue, but I don't. Um, let's be honest, I don't. I want to bring in orange. This is a matte. It's called Top Notch. This was at one point. It was at Joann's. Like I don't typically get paint at Joann's. I think at the time I was desperate because I was painting a pumpkin or something, and I couldn't find orange anywhere, and I managed to find it there. Um, but so I still have it. So we're going with it. There we go. I like that orange. Sea life, but because of this already being kind of grungy, um, and these guys being really like freshly painted kind of thing, I think I want to grunge them up too, just to kind of match this. We'll use the Waverly Antique Wax and a baby wipe, and we'll just kind of do the darker on the edges kind of thing. Nothing super crazy. Now that we're all painted up, let's get our little friends kind of out of the way. We'll bring in our charger plate here. Just want to briefly kind of set them on it. Before we glue them down, I want to get a placement. All right, kind of like that. All right, perfect. Again, let's go ahead and we'll just stick with the same glue, that Gorilla Glue, just because I want to make sure my pieces stay on here. And I'm not too sure about the tacky glue with with this kind of material here. All right. I love how that looks with our little friends on there. Now I do want finishing touch. This nautical cotton rope from Dollar Tree. And I always like doing this with my chargers just because I think it gives them more of a finished kind of look. We're going to take it, not to mess up my fishies here, and we're going to have it tuck under and give a border. I love that border look with the nautical. And then do be careful, the ends of this is totally going to fray. It's just going to be a thing. And basically, we're just going to take our a glue, the same glue again, just to make sure. Super simple, super easy, you guys. I mean, you could add things, you can take things away, you can do whatever. I kind of just like it simple. I like it super simple. I was actually thinking about doing a border of this in here as well, but I think that just, if it was thinner rope, I might do it, but that's just too, I think it's too thick. If I get thinner rope, I might go back and do that just because I kind of like that look, maybe on the inside of the border. But for right now, we're going to leave it like that. If I do any updates, I'll give you pictures of updates on how I change it. Sometimes I like to sit on things for a minute and then change my mind. All right. You guys have a great day. Keep on coming back and seeing more at the Purple Penguin Craft Room, and happy crafting.